Hey folks, hope you're doing good today. Now the three bands I've got for you today aren't heavy or anything like that, but they sound great. I've been joining a bunch of UK Facebook groups to try and find some UK bands, to get some more UK bands on the show. And I found a bunch, but this stuff isn't heavy. This is more alternative rock, experimental rock, an indie vibe to it. So it's a different vibe for the show compared to all the hardcore and whatnot, but sounds very good. We like good music on this show. That's all it is. We've got to be a band playing some good music. We'll check them out. So this first band we're going to look at, they're called My Octopus Mind. The track is called Buy My Book. So let's see if we want to buy their book or not. Turn it up a little bit. Dirty. Cool. Loads of reverb, delay, a bit of distortion on the vocals. There's a lot of effects on there. Cool. It's got a good vibe to it. It's got a good sound to it. Drums sound good, nice and raw. I like the way the vocal sounds, all the vocals on it. The style. Nice guitar sound as well. Good bass sound, driving the low end. Cool. This one's quite experimental, quite different. It's got a cool vibe to it there. Guitar sounds good. It's quite stripped back music, you know, there's not a lot going on, it's not a deep mix. But the bits of sound that are in there all sound good and work well together.
Like it was never me.
Cool. Good cymbal sounds. Now it's quite deep. A few more layers of guitar. Nice drumming. Yeah. Yeah, that drumming sounds dope. Ramped it up quite a lot now with all the washy cymbals, the guitars are a bit louder. More energy in the music. So yeah, whereas it was very stripped back, it's now got quite a weight to it, quite a depth to it. Sounds dope. They built that up nicely. Cool. I enjoyed that one. That has a good sound. Oh, good sound, a different sound. Say very stripped back initially. Had to turn it up a bit, but then yeah, it got going and kind of really filled itself out. And then when the drumming started to go a bit more technical and kind of offbeat and the big washy cymbal came in, sounded great. They had a much bigger sound. Very, very cool band. We'll move on to the next guys. This is a band called Struggles with Syntax. The track is called Social Distance, so this is a new one. So yeah, let's check it out, see what it's all about. atmospheric. Nice vocal effects on this one as well. Good distortion sound. Drums sound good again. More weighty and reverby in this one. Goes with that guitar riff. This one's interesting. Yeah, it's quite stripped back, but what's in there sounds great. Nice bass sound. There's quite a lot of vocal effects going on in these bands. This one's got an atmospheric vibe to it as well. There's some kind of roomy, reverby sounds going on in the background as well. Quite a different sound. Dirty guitar. This one's interesting. I like it. It's definitely experimental and different sounds coming in and out. Got that strange atmospheric sound to it. The way the vocal is with a lot of distortion, but kind of just kind of spoken wordy. That trudgy guitar. Yeah, there's a lot of kind of unusual things going on, but it sounds very cool. There's all sorts of sounds going on. Can't quite put your finger on exactly what made that sound. Oh. That one went big at the end there. That was a very interesting track. And when I say interesting, I don't mean, oh, that was interesting, kind of whatever. I mean interesting as in it's got interesting stuff going on in it. The way the vocal is different. All the different sounds in there were different. The atmospheric stuff in there was weird and different. The drums sounded kind of distorted and raw, which was cool. The guitar sound was quite different as well and had its own tone. And then they kind of moved it about in a bunch of different ways. And then at the end there, just basically ran it through a saturation pedal or something like that, just to blow out the sound. So yeah, you never knew what was coming in this track, but it all sounded very cool, had a cool vibe to it as well. So yeah, good job. Interesting music. This last band for today is a band called Guns for Girls. They've got a track for us, You Are the Gunfire. So let's check these guys out and finish off the day. Very cool day today. This one's already quite atmospheric as well.
Something's happening inside me. Can't touch you alone.
Nice vocal harmonies.
Past is going to bite you. Never thought it'd be soon. Need to lie when you tell me.
Good sound.
Approach me if you
Nice and bassy. Good guitar sounds. Vocals nice and thick as it's layered up.
just see if I can.
Yeah, great sound.
Just tell me something I don't know.
This one's got a grunginess to it. Jangly guitars. It's got a sadness to it.
Try and scratch the itch, but it won't go.
Great sound, great mix. Everything sounds nice.
Bring back the girl in the streets of gold.
Got a nice energy to it as well.
Whisper
Cruising along.
to me. That's all I want you to.
Yeah, there's a lot going on now with the extra synths as well. Double vocal, acoustic guitar, electric guitar, drums and cymbals, and a nice fat bass line. That's pretty deep. Even though that's a lot of tones to mix together, they all work together very nicely. They're all supporting and hugging each other in the mix. Nothing's clashing. Great job. And this part's quite grungy. That alternative rock sound.
Scratch the itch, but it won't go.
You can hear all the elements of the music nicely as well. And always make out the separate instruments in the mix with your ear. More good guitar tones. These guys, for all the bands today, are from the UK, but this has definitely got a Seattle vibe to it for sure. 90s Seattle. Sounds dope.
Bring back the girl in the streets of gold. And try and scratch the itch, but it won't go. Bring back the girl in the streets of gold.
It's got a nice energy to it. Just cruising along energy. Be a good track to put on if you're just cruising down the road.
Past is going to bite you. Never thought it'd be soon.
Now, I'm not sure if these are all members of the band or not. So we've seen quite a lot of people there, but cool video. All the vids have been pretty cool today. Bit homemade in their own right and stuff like that, but that's the vibe of the music as well, so it goes. That's nice to have, you know, and the music goes with the video as well. Very, very cool. But yeah, I've enjoyed today's bands. What I remember, I keep forgetting to do this. I'll give this video a superb, because we haven't had this kind of vibe on the channel very much, if at all. We're going to have some more of it. They're all from the UK as well, which I like. I like the UK sound. You know, not just because I'm from there, but I do think the UK has got a good sound to their music. They know how to get it across nicely in the mix. But these bands today, they're experimental, they're indie, they're alternative. They've got a vibe to them. They've got great mixes and loads of stuff going on in the mixes, in terms of adding effects to the vocals and kind of the way they bring the music across the ear in different ways. Very, very cool. So yeah, there's a lot to listen to in these bands, even though in many ways it's quite stripped back music, just bass, drum, guitar, and a vocal. But then at some points it's very layered to the point where you got synth, double vocals, acoustic guitar, electric guitars, a solo over the top, nice sounding drums, and a big bass line. So I mean, music doesn't get much bigger than that. There's not much more room to fit anything else in there. So very, very cool. A nice spectrum of music today. I hope you've enjoyed this one. Like and subscribe. We've got new bands for you every single day. So if you subscribe, you'll just get new bands to check out every single day. Hope you've enjoyed this one, guys. See you around. Bye.